In 1791, a man with no education, no business acumen, and no apparent grasp of basic economics shipped a cargo of warming pans to the Caribbean and made a fortune. His name was Timothy Dexter, and his entire life is a sustained argument that luck is completely indistinguishable from genius, provided the outcomes are good enough. Dexter was born in 1747 in Malden, Massachusetts, the son of a farmer, and apprenticed as a leather dresser. He married a widow slightly older and considerably wealthier than himself, then parlayed her money into a series of investments that everyone around him considered idiotic. He bought up depreciated colonial bonds after the Revolutionary War, bonds so devalued that wealthier and smarter men had dumped them, and when the new federal government honored them at full value, Dexter became rich. That might have been the end of it, one lucky bet, but Dexter couldn't stop. Rivals who resented his success fed him deliberately terrible advice. Ship warming pans to the West Indies, they told him, knowing the Caribbean had no use for implements designed to heat cold beds. Dexter did it. When his ships arrived, the warming pans sold out immediately as ladles for the local molasses industry. Ship mittens to the tropics, his enemies suggested. He did. A ship bound for the Baltic purchased the entire cargo. He sent coal to Newcastle, England, the coal capital of the world, and arrived during a miners' strike to find a desperate shortage. He reportedly made a profit every single time. With his new wealth, Dexter commissioned a mansion in Newburyport, Massachusetts, and surrounded it with 40 wooden statues of world historical figures: George Washington, Napoleon, various kings, with one statue labeled Lord Timothy Dexter, placed prominently among them because he had declared himself a lord. He hired a poet laureate for his household. He instructed his servants to address him as Your Highness. In 1802, he published a book called A Pickle for the Knowing Ones, a rambling philosophical treatise containing absolutely no punctuation of any kind across its 8,000 words. When readers complained, he published a second edition. He added 2 full pages of punctuation marks at the end and told readers they could pepper and salt it as they pleased. He staged his own funeral while still alive to see who would cry. His wife didn't cry to his satisfaction. He reportedly beat her for the failure. He died in 1806, having turned a series of objectively terrible decisions into a fortune that outlasted him. The historical joke at the center of his life, that luck wears the costume of genius so convincingly that nobody can tell the difference, is still, 2 centuries later, unresolved.